Welcome to the AWVR Mainline row scale. This is a version of my outdated row scale AWVR game. As always, be sure to read the rules and have fun. Feel free to record the recreation scenes from Unstoppable. This game is a WIP, so some other stuff may not be here, but some stuff will be added eventually, so don't worry. Okay? If you just absolutely for the recreation of Unstoppable, which is nobody gets trouble, and exactly, even don't let your kids watch this, and exactly, please be safe and responsibly. If you just gotta be a railroad driver, just drive safe and responsibly to do like this. Don't go speed for over 100 miles an hour. Don't go get anywhere for just a little bit until you might go and rent in disaster. There is the rules of this on case, and this is gonna be doing for a little bit for this one, as there are 5 to 7 rules. Looks like we absolutely starting for rule number 1. No asking for admin, no spamming spawners, no deleting other people's trains, do not saying this game is leaked, isn't it? No asking friends, me unless you're known on IRL, because an IRL means real life, because or I know you in general. Do not derail other people's train, do not hack this, and it was a bannable offense. And last but not least, don't steal admin trains as possible. And by the way, just to quickly to get certain areas, use the area teleport buttons on the screen. Please note some areas aren't here yet. That's because the game is WIP and pre-release, meaning isn't finished. That is absolutely gonna be doing this right now. I mean, let's gonna be teleport manually to this map, as we're gonna be heading on to this one. But first and least, the train got spammed, and looks like the other trains and sets are pretty ruined for this one. But there are no delete buttons, and we won't absolutely never heard for delete buttons everywhere. There are Canadian Pacific trains, and other itself for lots of trains, and then everything is going way by on like itself. But this game is under development unless it might able to get discontinued. There are derailed trains, but looks like some trains won't be able to get coming for some times, unless the trains could not able to get for a little bit for right now. These are the admin trains, but looks like some other cars are just spamming for a little bit. I need to try for another server, because making the longest trains as possible was very good. As you can see around for the area teleport for this time. Whatever that we're going to be doing for a little bit for our first time. There are the locomotives for these ones, as making fast as possible, and all the way the sudden that we're going to be heading our way literally fast from Unstoppable. As we're going to be getting to around for this far, it's 20 miles away, or even 50 miles away from this one. It's gotta be extremely far, but a billion yards away from the end. But looks like there must be a turnaround loop. Another turnaround loop is absolutely quite missing, because the game is WIP, and it's subject that the game wasn't able to still working for just time. So absolutely we're gonna be doing a little bit for once, as our first things and first couple of rails won't be necessary at all. But sometimes there are any delete buttons underneath inside the diesel train. But looks like if we're on our way to go, looks like I might delete something for just a little bit for rail cars. I can delete anything, but this thing has turned into a huge mess around it. Looks like we're gonna be doing for some kind of delete stuff. Everything is possible that we won't able to do so like this one, as I'm not pretty sure the CSX Gonda vehicles or some kind of open hopper or covered hoppers as well. As we're gonna be deleting some stuff, maybe as it's gonna be click and hold, we cannot do whatever it is, because due to the server might able to get crashed. But absolutely, if I choose one train, I need to get inside of the private server. You just absolutely spawn an admin train, because you can't absolutely whatever you do. This is the AWVR trains, as inside the sheds there are absolutely most likely trains. As to do this, we cannot able to do for some kind of area teleport, but looks like the trains aren't even ready to go. But looks like there's some other train horns were exactly pretty hard and taking for a various long time. Unless this is some kind of just very out of control. Looks like this is some kind of extremely terrible whatsoever. And as you can see around for a find address, looks like we have even all of it's checked. Looks like we're gonna be hearing for a party, looks like. It sounds like we're gonna be starting up for a party for this one. And their trains on the lead buttons will be underneath. Looks like we're gonna be getting inside through another one. Unfortunately, there might be delete buttons underneath inside the trains as well. As we're getting inside of their trains, I don't really think some of these trains are just pretty loud as well. I can't see underneath inside of these trains. Looks like this is not gonna be very good. I don't want to really get down as well. I'm not gonna get small as possible. And let me sure that the server will be shut down instantly. Against despite seeing spamming like this, I just recorded one video as despite seeing this, which is occupied. Looks like I need to change the server literally right now. As you can see, despite this, it's gotta be so worse that we absolutely gonna be heading back literally. So let us head to teleport into one of ourselves. But I'm sorry, this is absolutely gonna be teleporting so manually. So as we're gonna be speak to the end of the video, I must change the server literally right now. Unfortunately, we can't able to make a private server unless they aren't able to do like this one. But the private servers that I just make is full. A lot of stuff just absolutely when things gone wrong. But unless, unfortunately, everything is absolutely in the same server. But looks like we can't go now. Looks like because all of this sudden, some kind of trains and cars and other kinds of types of cars are derailed, or some kind of unreliable glitches going on for some kind of exploit. What have they gone wrong now? Looks like we're gonna be reset the server that I might able to tell some other words. It won't be absolutely gonna be necessary at all. So as we're gonna be talking around this straight, looks like we need to tell around for this long, despite seeing this about this littering cars as well. Littering, spawning cars and everything gotten litter as well. So these some other cars and some kinds of open hopper or covered hoppers got derailed and got littered by these users, and unreliable users just throwing everything. Just I think the server has got to be ruined. But anyways, it's gonna be the end of this video for literally right now. And you'll see, if you want to tell the developer despite seeing this in my video as well, you leave a like and subscribe if you're a real fanner. Don't let your kids watch this one, as because of these a huge mess around for this. As you're gonna be recreating from Unstoppable, don't let your kids just watch this for a little bit. Until acting like Thomas and friends for just a little bit, adventures begin, saving James from I don't really know, from a troublesome trucks, as just absolutely gonna be just booming for all of it. And all of a sudden, some trains are just look like everything mess, everything around. As you can see around this hearing out for the train horn, it does exactly that. It sounds like pretty loud. But unfortunately, that is it for this video for if you like for today. But we're very sorry that anything was absolutely pretty messed up until the server might going to be shut down for just a little bit moment. Until the server must be updated, I think this game could be discontinued for just a little bit way. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe and click that bell. And I'm gonna be talking to you guys all later, and which will be Jibber Concept signing off. And unfortunately, I must leave the server, but two of them are the same. So before we're gonna be end of this video, we got a little bit for a some kind of things as least as one. As two servers, they are the same servers that I see some other trains got derailed. As we're gonna be refreshing to the server, looks like it won't be able to come for a new server for this time. It's absolutely gonna be pretty ruined as well. And that is exactly what is terrible happened anyways. It is exactly that was gonna be gone wrong for this time. But it looks like this is some kind of just ungrateful things. In the servers tab, I could not create the private server from over here. So it looks like I cannot able to turn on the mouse cruiser on. So the server name, it does not require for name. I don't want to get for this literally right now for creating private servers or things. Now, unfortunately, I won't able to create for a private server for a little bit because instead of this, in my account, we have something for a little bit of private servers inside of my inventory as well, but don't show to everybody itself. If you want to show this some kind of just a little bit, now let's see for it's gonna be hitting out for a private servers. As you can see here, we have some every private server because we have one more to go, and because of this one is not gonna be impossible as well. So I just gonna be removing one private server. As we're gonna be entering for this one, let's get into the Minecraft driving. After it's left that I'm gonna be homeless for this time, as we're gonna be doing for a little bit to get down, as trying to speak English means you're gonna be spending so much time for this one to kick out from a Spanish server, because I don't know how for some kind of Spanish server or some kind of a little bit for a not county test. In not county test, it has been priced for a little bit for this one, and it's not pretty to do like this, as we're gonna be doing for a first time. It's not RP for this one, as we're gonna be playing around for the private servers, customize FII race, as we're gonna be doing for a unreliable. I need to subject that we're gonna be changing the name and it turned itself into a little bit worse for something like else. Let me just fix the private server until if we're gonna be configured this out, we can't enjoy for this one. As we put on this, as we cannot able to change the name because due to its price, we can't able to change the name. Looks like we're gonna be, I don't really think so. If we're gonna be change the name, and change the name is absolutely complete. Speed is absolutely a newly swear word, as looks like we're gonna be changing away from the server because saying speed was absolutely a new problem, and because saying speed, because due to some kind of a new swear word for saying speed against us, subscription price is 10 Robux. That should be able to cost. And until looks like we're gonna be doing for a little bit for a top speed for a little bit, we're gonna be doing to change the name. So I'm pretty sorry for that.